the heart of Kenya, in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods where the richest families lived behind tall gates and flowering walls, there lived a young woman named Zelika. Zelika had been born into wealth, more wealth than most people could ever imagine. From childhood, she had known nothing but the best. Her family owned several businesses, large stretches of land, and properties in different countries. Their name carried respect in the world of business and power in high society. She was educated in the finest schools, spoke multiple languages, and had traveled to countries many people only dreamed of seeing. Her wardrobe was filled with designer clothes, her garage held luxury cars. Her calendar was packed with private events and high-profile parties. To the outside world, Zelika's life looked perfect. But inside her heart, something was missing. There was a quiet emptiness within her, a space that wealth, status, and luxury could not fill. At night, after the music from the clubs had faded, after the laughter of parties had died down, and after everyone had returned to their own lives, Zelika would lie in her enormous room and stare at the ceiling, wondering why she still felt alone. "Is this all there is to life?" she would ask herself quietly. Many men tried to enter her world. Some wanted her beauty. Others wanted her money. A few wanted her family's influence, but none of them truly wanted her heart. She dated, she laughed, she smiled in pictures, but she never felt real love. Until the day she met Adebayo. It happened at a business networking event in Nairobi. Leaders from all over Africa had attended the gathering. Business owners, investors, influencers, and entrepreneurs filled the hall. Zelika had come out of duty for her family business, not expecting anything special to happen. But as she walked through the crowd, her eyes met the eyes of a tall, confident man standing near the window. He smiled. "Hello," he said with a gentle Nigerian accent. "My name is Adebayo." From the very first moment, something about him felt different. He was not impressed by her fame or her wealth. He spoke to her simply, as if he was speaking to a normal young woman, not a rich heiress. They talked for a long time that night, about business, about life, about dreams, about faith. "I'm a Christian," Adebayo told her. "I go to church regularly. God is very important to me." Those words surprised her. Few men ever talked to her about God. From that night on, they began to spend more time together. Phone calls turned into lunches. Lunches turned into dinners. Dinners turned into long drives around the city, talking under the stars. And slowly, Zelika found herself falling in love. For the first time in her life, she felt seen, understood, special. Adebayo invited her to attend church with him one Sunday. At first, she hesitated. Church was not part of her lifestyle, but because it was Adebayo who invited her, she agreed. That Sunday morning, Zelika walked into the church building dressed in an elegant outfit, her hair perfectly styled. She expected to feel out of place, but instead she felt something else, a strange peace. The music began. Voices rose in worship. The words on the screen spoke of love, forgiveness, hope, and purpose. Without understanding why, tears filled Zelika's eyes. She could not explain it, but for the first time, her heart felt touched in a deep place money had never reached. She kept going back. Week after week, she sat in the same pew. She listened to the sermons. She joined fellowship meetings. She began to pray quietly in her room at night. She picked up a Bible and started reading it when she couldn't sleep. And slowly, something started to change. The clubs no longer had meaning. The expensive parties felt empty. The loud music that once made her feel alive now seemed meaningless. Instead, she found joy in peace, in worship, in the gentle presence of God. But as Zelika grew closer to God, Adebayo did not. He still went to church, yes, but his heart was not truly committed. He lived in two worlds, one for God and one for pleasure. He was what people called a lukewarm Christian. Zelika did not see this clearly at first. Love had blinded her eyes. She believed they were walking the same path. Until one painful day, the truth was revealed. Someone sent her a message, a photo, a conversation, Adebayo with another woman. Her hands trembled as she stared at the screen. At first, she refused to believe it. She called him. He ignored her. She texted him. No reply. Later that night, he finally called. "Zelika, I didn't mean for you to find out this way," he said. Those words shattered her world. "How long?" she whispered. There was silence on the other end. Her heart broke into 1,000 pieces. The man she had loved had betrayed her. That night, Zelika locked herself in her room and fell to the floor in tears. She cried until her eyes burned and her chest ached. But something different happened this time. Instead of running to alcohol, instead of looking for another man, instead of escaping to a party, she cried out to God. "Why, Lord? Why does it hurt so much?" she sobbed. "I gave my heart. I trusted him." In the stillness of her brokenness, she felt something wrap around her. Not physical arms, but divine comfort. In her spirit, she felt a soft whisper. "I am here, and I will heal you." From that day forward, Zelika made a decision. "I will no longer chase love from people. I will chase God." She completely handed her heart to Christ. She fasted. She prayed. She studied the Word. She served in church. She became a new version of herself, humble, peaceful, strong, focused. Her friends noticed the change. "You're different now," they said. "Yes," she would smile. "I finally found the love I was looking for." Months passed. Zelika threw herself into her business as well. Her mind became sharp. Her vision became clear. Her company began to grow even more. She started attending international meetings, signing contracts, and building partnerships across Africa. It was during one of those international business meetings in Lagos, Nigeria, that destiny stepped in. That was where she met Kunle. Kunle was not just any man. He was wealthy, powerful, intelligent. But more than anything, he carried a quiet, respectful spirit. He was not loud, he was not arrogant, he was calm, disciplined, and deeply grounded. During a break in the meeting, they found themselves standing by the same window, overlooking the city. "You seem very focused," Kunle said with a gentle smile. "I've learned that focus is everything," she replied. They laughed, they talked. Minutes turned into hours. There was no pressure, no fake charm, just genuine connection. Over time, they began to see each other more, discussing business and life. One evening, Zelika felt it was important to be honest. "Kunle," she said softly, "before anything else goes further, I need you to know, God is everything to me now. My faith is my life." To her surprise, Kunle's face brightened. "Zelika," he said, "I have been praying for years that God would send me a woman who puts him first. I am not in a hurry. I was waiting for God's choice, and I believe he may have answered that prayer today." Tears filled her eyes once more, but this time they were not tears of pain. They were tears of gratitude. Their relationship was different from anything she had ever known. They prayed together. They studied the Bible. They encouraged each other. They built each other's dreams instead of destroying them. Love did not rush. Love grew slowly, deeply, and beautifully. One evening, under a sky filled with stars, Kunle got down on one knee. "Zelika," he said, holding a ring in his hand, "will you be my wife and walk with me in God's purpose for the rest of our lives?" With a full and healed heart, she answered, "Yes, 1,000 times, yes." Their wedding was celebrated across Kenya and Nigeria, but it was not just a celebration of wealth. It was a celebration of God's faithfulness. There was worship, there were prayers, there were tears of joy. And as Zelika stood beside Kunle, holding his hand, she finally understood. She had never lost anything with Adebayo. She had only been redirected by God. God took her pain and turned it into purpose. He took her heartbreak and replaced it with healing. He took her loneliness and gave her a partner who loved God. And for the first time, Zelika was not just rich in money, she was rich in peace, love, and destiny. And together, Zelika and Kunle lived a life filled with faith, purpose, generosity, and unwavering love. Not because of wealth, but because of God. If this story of Zelika touched your heart, encouraged you, or reminded you of God's love and faithfulness, please don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who may be going through heartbreak, waiting on love, or searching for purpose. And I'd really love to hear from you. What did you think about Zelika's journey? Did any part of her story relate to your own life? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Also, subscribe to this channel for more inspiring stories of love, faith, struggle, and restoration. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss their next story. Thank you for watching, and remember, God's love is greater than any heartbreak.